Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and I want to make another modular city backdrop piece, and I want to make this one a with a circle window. So circle windows are cool. So I'm just using a hero click base. I'm drawing my circle. It's going to be my window. And then it's probably better to use a smaller knife for these kind of cuts than the big craft knives I use, so I'll grab this thing. I'm really bad at cutting on long lines. Like really bad at it. And I know I'm cutting inwards, so it's going to have a weird, awkward slope. Okay. Okay. Need to something like that. Okay. So let's get some bricks and go around that and then trim the inside of that too so it doesn't look so bad. We want small bricks for this. Actually, as I'm thinking about it, we could probably just bring these in enough that you can't see that outer bolo there. Bolo means be on the lookout. That was not an appropriate description of our problem we're having. Some different size bricks to kind of make this a little more interesting. Glue gun's on the floor again. Of course it is. Get some little bricks. Get some little bricks of my life for you. Something like that, maybe. Might look okay. Okay. Then I'll do my door. I just have some popsicle sticks here to be my door. Okay. And I want to frame out my door in bricks. Something like that. Okay. Something like that. And I'm going to use some of these kind of longer pieces. Do my door. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. We'll go along the bottom here. Start filling this in. This would be way easier without using hot glue. I'm just going to fill that little hole in with that chunk that I ripped off. No problemo. Something like that. And let's start filling all the rest of this in. Oh, lost it. Sweet. Okay. A lot of spider webs. You'll have that. So what I want to do is I want to kind of clean that up and make that a bit of a straight edge. So I can get a reasonable row going back across the top here. Something like that. Then I kind of reclaim my row. Who's excited for Masters of the Universe, right? Looks cool. Looks super cool. And I just need a little piece of something to shove in that hole. Something like that. There's my storefront. Something like that. Yep. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Can't think. Oh, there we go. I'll make it a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Make some straps for my door. Dry fit it. Something like that. Will that one magically fit there? No. That's a little short. I'm going to use it anyways. Something like that. You got a lot of spider webs on there and you can't use a lighter. You can get a toothbrush. You don't want to push so hard that you're getting everything textured, but you do want to push hard enough that you're snagging any sticky uppies and whatnot. Getting any webs. Okay. Sweet. All right, let's get some sides on this. I have that on the outside. Okay. Now, if you have something long enough that'll span this gap, just to provide a little bit of support so this thing doesn't close up on you, that would be ideal. And you don't want to put that right at the top, right at the middle there. You don't want to block your window in any way. So something like that should be good. Okay. Then we need a roof. So I'm just getting a piece of cards, foam board from the Dollar Tree, and making the same kind of roofs I've been making. Something like that. and I need to put that on cardstock. Or if you can use anything really. Playing cards, these playing cards would work. I'm going to use these playing cards. This, what do you call it here? Something like that. Then we got to do some work on the sides over here. Something to cover that up. Unfortunately, I didn't account for that width for my roof. So we're going to have to use something really thin. So to do that, I'm going to use some inside of this Ritz box. Sweet. Blue stink. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, now let's do our roof. And we're going to do the roof the same way we've been doing our roofs, just using a piece of popsicle stick with a missing end. And all I'm doing is just kind of twisting that back and forth and angling it Trying to keep a similar height for each row. I was told that I'm going to soon be able to see a moss roof in Discord. If I don't see it soon, I'm going to throw a conniption like a small child. Project not done. Shenanigans. I'm not real happy the way that looks up there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a little bit of a capped edge. And to do that, all I'm going to do so once those are kind of cool and in place, just going to get a little glue up under there. I'm going to fold it down and then hold it for a second. Like that. And create a little capped roof. Okay. I'm burning the shit out of myself, so it's obviously not working as I intended. So let's kind of bend them first. Oops. Bend them first and kind of hold it in place. That's a little hot. Stuck to my finger. Okay. Where'd I put that toothbrush? I'm just cleaning up that seam a little bit. So when I come back, this will be painted black, and I'll try to be use some kind of like combination of Mod Podge and whatever. But we have one more thing we got to do real quick, okay? We want to have a shop sign. Let's get a piece of this thing. Okay. And then we want a piece of this. Then we want some wire. So what I want to do is get some wire. Let me see if I can pin device that first. My guess is if I don't use a plug-in drill, a pin vise will not go through this. Or will it? I thought it would split it. I was sure that was going to split it. Okay. Something like that. Oops. Okay. Something like that. Get 2 of those. I'm just getting that wire loop through there lightly. I don't want too much overlap. Just enough to get a good, something like that. Okay. It's a little bit shorter than what I wanted. Okay, here we go. Something like that. And that one was a little bit longer than I wanted. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to kind of get it ballpark. And I'm just going to get my gun and make a little imprint right there. Squirt a little bit of glue in there. Just like that. Okay. Something like that. I'm going to work that out to the edge a little bit. Okay. And I don't want this to ever move, so I'm just going to get a little tiny drop of glue on there to hold that in place. Just like that. And when this is all said and done, that'll be my nice little shop sign. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon. All that happy crappy that makes the channel grow. Comment. Did I say that? I might have said that. And I'll see you next time.